Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am John Browne, and I'm joined by Dennis from Boutique Amps Distribution, who is the distributor for Synergy, Amplification, and many, many more. How are you today, Dennis?
It's fucking hot.
Yeah, it's fucking hot today.
Yeah.
And we're sweating in this room, but what are we all here for? We're here to try out gear, right? 42 Gear Street. Mr. Heading Paulie, thank you for putting on this event. It's been amazing so far. And I'm really excited to try out the Synergy Fryette Ultralead module. If you've watched my YouTube channel previously, you've seen that I've tried out the Deliverance, which sounded absolutely fucking bonkers good. So I'm pretty sure that this one's also going to sound ridiculous, and that's what I'm here to try. So we have a 3-band EQ that is shared by both channels, a gain for each channel, a high gain switch for each channel, a shift mode for each channel, as well as a 6-band EQ that can be assigned to both channels completely off or only on the second channel, the red channel.
Presence.
What's that?
Presence.
Oh yeah, we've got a presence as well. Amazing. So I'm just gonna start with all the controls on noon, play around until I get a sound that I really, really like. And then I'm gonna get Dennis to come over here and see if I'm doing anything wrong, which I probably will be. But I did get ahead of the game with this. So Mr. Fryette himself did a video on this, and the EQ section is actually always active, even though if it's not doing anything, as in the signal is always going through it. And you can clip that stage of this particular preamp quite easily, so we have to be a little bit careful with the volume control. So I'm going to keep my eye on that, but luckily there is an LED right in the middle of the EQ, a red one that informs you of when you are overdriving it. So I'm just gonna fucking play and see what we can do. That actually sounds pretty good already. I've not even tried with the EQ. So I'm going to try those same settings on the higher gain channel because I like gain. That's why I'm here. I play metal. I want gain. And then I'm going to have a little play around with the EQ and see just how much shaping we can do with these 6 bands. And from, again, watching Steven's video, you can really affect the sound in a positive and a negative way if you don't really pay attention to what you're doing. So, second channel, red channel. It is really ridiculously tight sounding. Exactly like the Deliverance module, just really stupidly tight. Really, really cool sounding module. Right, let's give the EQ a little bit of a go. So these are quite small EQ, aren't they? Is my eyesight really bad, or is this really small? Dennis.
This is really small, and I think it's 12 dB each way.
I can't even see them. I'm gonna have to come a little bit closer. Dennis, do you want to come over here and start playing around with these EQ things for me, so I can hear?
Yeah. So basically, the idea behind the EQ back then was actually the frequencies are set to specific kind of
Guitar frequencies.
guitar frequencies, right?
Yeah.
So how you play, and I go from the low end up to the high, and
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
So I like quite like I wouldn't say a mid-scooped, but I like it so that the woofiness of the guitar isn't necessarily there.
Okay.
So I tend to cut a little bit of like 200 and boost a little bit of like 1.6 kilohertz, and then obviously the top end boosting it a little bit for that shimmer.
Yeah.
So maybe we can just try that while I'm playing. Let's turn it off a second. I want to hear that again. So. Back on. That sounds really quite good, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's actually really musical, but as I said, like you can screw it up either way.
I noticed when you scooped to the mid, and it was like, where has it gone?
Yeah, 12 dB is a lot, especially for that size of EQ.
Exactly, yeah. I actually, believe it or not, need a tiny little bit more gain, and this is the highest I've had my gain in a very, very long time, which means that the Fryette stuff is generally known as being quite dry. And there's probably a lot more gain on it, but obviously we're not going through a cab at this point. We're going through an IR. I can imagine that through a cab, that gain knob would be significantly lower for me.
Yeah.
But let's just give it a shot again. A tiny little bit more bass.
Okay.
The tiniest little bit more.
Let's go here.
Yes. That sounds pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Actually, you can assign the EQ to either be always on, always off, or
just on the
assigned to
red channel.
like he did on his amps.
Exactly, yeah. That sounds absolutely incredible. So I'll actually be taking this module home with me thank you, Dennis, by the way, I'm sorry. Thank you for wearing your mask as well and socially distancing yourself from me. Thank you. So I'm going to be taking the Fryette module home with me to compare to the 100CL head that I have, so we can see them side by side. So the Synergy version will be going through the Synergy power amp, and obviously the Fryette 100CL head will be compared, and let's just see how close the sounds are. So watch out for that video. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching this. I think it sounds absolutely fantastic. I'm also going to be trying this separately in another video through a cab that's mic'd up as well, just so we can get a true sense of what this amp is going to sound like. Well, this module through this amp is going to sound like with a mic in front of it when you're blasting some air. Anyway, thanks to Dennis.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Sick lad. He's a very sick lad. And yeah, thanks for watching my YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like the tone, let me know in the comments. If you hate the tone, let me know in the comments. If you want me to try out anything else, let me know. I've got loads of Synergy modules still to test out. I can't wait. Loads to try. And loads more to come, apparently. Anyway, have a very good day. I'll see you next time.